What is up, guys? Finally here. Episode 100 of Brent Richards and Baseball Cards. And done my video on 91 Stadium Club, 90 Leaf, 89 Upper Deck, all that kind of stuff. Finally at the point to do 1984 Donruss, the greatest set of all time. And got a bunch of cards here to show you, some stories to tell, and just have a good time with episode 100. I've been doing this a little over 7 months and got to the 100th episode. Figured it was a perfect time to do the 84 Donruss episode since it is my favorite set ever, and got some cool stuff to go over with you. Back in 2019, Beckett came out with this Beckett, and it was the Mattingly issue, and kind of the decade of the 80s thing going on. Just really cool. If you're an 80s fan, go buy this issue, the top 80 cards of the 80s. And of course they showed the Mattingly 84 Donruss, one of the greatest cards in history. Shout out to Keith, Lonely Basement. But this is just the awesomest thing for 80s people. They go through 80 cards. I won't go through all of it, but there you go. You got the Griffey, then the Mattingly, Ripken traded, Henderson, McGuire, Ripken, Clemens, Canseco, Gwynn, Kirby, the Topps Mattingly, and the Topps regular Ripken. So you got 2 Ripkens and 2 Mattinglys all in the top page here. But all of my favorite cards in the world are in this are in this 80 list. It is fantastic. What an amazing issue of Beckett. And just so you know, yes, they still make Beckett's. They're still fun. They still have hot lists. They still have shows. They still have pricing on more modern stuff, although there is a vintage Beckett for the other stuff. But here is a modern one from just last year. 40 years of 84 Donruss. They made this special issue, of course, highlighting the Donnie baseball there. This is an awesome issue. Now, this isn't just about the 80s. This is just about 84 Donruss, the greatest set of all time. See, there's your hot list now. It's almost all Bowman Chrome Autos now. But there's your article. That's what the box looked like. You got the 2 Robin Yount's there on that box. But all these beauties, masterpiece. At 40, 84 Donruss remains an all-time classic. But yes, they still come out with Beckett's. They're still super fun. I still try to grab one every month down at the Barnes & Noble just to have fun flipping through it. If for nothing else, you know, you can check on a few of the modern, ultra-modern prices, but mostly just the other stuff. But this one, of course, I got because of that. So 2 really awesome issues of Beckett, and they aren't extinct. They're just still an amazing magazine. Makes me feel like a kid. It reminds me of those days every single time I go pick one up. But 1984 Donruss, I started collecting in 1990, and 90 Leaf became my favorite set ever. And it turned out there was my brother said there was a shoebox of cards out in the garage, and we were digging around trying to find it. We ended up finding it and opening it up, and he had collected with one of his friends in 1984. We opened up the box, and it was a shoebox full of 84 Donruss. And man, did I fall head over heels. Learning about the Mattingly rookie, all that stuff. There were 2 Mattingly rookies in there. He gave one to me and one to my good friend Matthew that I've talked about before, that I was collecting with at the time. And I just fell in love with the set. So that story goes along with it, which definitely helps, but that's not why I love it. It is just an amazing looking set. There was no photography or design like this at that time. You look at Topps and the other stuff going on, nothing even close to 84 Donruss. And it was kind of, they captured lightning in a bottle. And I like some of the other Donruss sets, but they could never really replicate what happened in 84. And then Don Mattingly, that was the first card that people really thought was valuable right out of the pack. Everything else was like, you know, Mickey Mantle, old stuff. You know, when something was new, it wasn't considered like valuable. And before the 86 Donruss Canseco and all that kind of stuff, there was the 84 Donruss Mattingly. First card you ever heard of where people were like paying $100 for a card out of a pack, brand new, and they were chasing it. It changed everything. The Mattingly, the 86 Canseco, and then the 89 Upper Deck. I call them the big three, big face cards. All of them close-up face shots of Mattingly, Canseco, and Griffey. Changed everything. But it all started with Don Mattingly. He was super smoking hot right out of the gate in 1984 and never looked back until his injury started nagging him and cut his career short. But you had the Darryl Strawberry. You had so many things going on with this set. Rated rookies started in this set. Just such a classic set. Let's start looking at some of these things. But this will always be my favorite set ever. First one I'll show you here is the Chicken. San Diego Chicken, number 651. Love this card. Now, they did start back in 82. You know, Donruss started 81, but they started in 82 doing the Chicken. So there is an 82 and an 83 Donruss. But I will always love the 84 Donruss Chicken card. That's what the backs looked like. That was card 651. Just such a cool card. And I have a run of 9s. I'm just collecting the ones I want in 9s. I don't have nearly all the ones that I will get. It's not like I have every star that I like. So if there's someone missing from this stack, don't think I don't like them or anything. But this was the number 1 card in the set. Shout out to Dylan Davis. Double D Vintage Baseball cards. Number 1 in the set was the Robin Yount Diamond King. Now, I've talked about Diamond Kings, of course, at length. And this was the only year they did the bunting. Really special Diamond Kings. But number 1 in the set was Robin Yount. And there is the PSA 9. Super cool. Just great cards. And here is Wade Boggs. Awesome looking cards. I just love these things. But they had Perez Steel. They had the, you know, Dick Perez. They had Perez Steel galleries written at the bottom. They forgot the E at the end on some of them, and they had to correct it. So you'll see these will say Steel with no E or Steel with the E at the end, depending on which variation there is. But there's only 2 variations of each. But that's the Wade Boggs. Here you got Dusty Baker, who led us to another World Series win in 2022. I will always be grateful for Dusty. He was such a class act. But what a player, what a hitter. He's a really good dude. Fernando Mania. Got Fernando Valenzuela. What a great shot. Action shot there. Mid pitch. Just beautiful stuff. Just doesn't get any better than 84 Donruss. Here's Alan Trammell. Checking one out. Up in the air. Just a great shot. So many Hall of Famers, so many amazing players in 84 Donruss. But the photography is second to none. Look at this. Look at that Steve Garvey. Wonderful posed shot. Just a super shot. Awesome cards. And just nothing looked even close to this at the time. Nice white card stock, not pulpy top stock. Just awesome, clean borders, full photos without a lot of fuss and muss. Unbelievable. Another Hall of Famer, Lee Smith. Here he was with the Cubs. And you can see behind this, so even the design's not distracting. You can see behind it, just the clean plate at the bottom. Nice clean white borders. Just, man, just the greatest set ever. How about Rod Carew? Another fantastic shot. Baseball cards just didn't look like this. I mean, you look at the tops, they're just kind of out in the field. They're not very good shots in most cases. They just aren't even close to this. These look like they should be photos in an art gallery. They're just fantastic. How about Tom Terrific? Shout out Mookie Chilson. Man, look at that. Just awesome. Shout out Sammy Thunder. But just a great, great shot of him about to fire one in there. He was amazing. This is one of my favorite shots of all time on a baseball card, just Wade Boggs in the cage. Just what an awesome shot. You can see the determination in his eyes. Just awesome. The clarity of the photos, just what a perfect picture on a baseball card right there. Amazing. I remember seeing these and flipping through them because, you know, I was going through 90 Donruss and stuff at the time. And when I saw these, my whole world changed. Ozzie Smith. What a player he was. Best fielder of all time. Subjectively and objectively. Great, great cards. 84 Donruss, guys. Man, what a beautiful set this is. Paul Molitor. Molly. My guy who would later go on to the Blue Jays and help him win World Series back to back. What a great hitter. Hall of Famer. Molly was great. Seriously great. His teammate, Robin Yount, who we saw on that Diamond King at the beginning. Awesome shot. He is ready for the ball to be hit right there. He was an awesome fielder as well as just an amazing hitter, obviously, with 3,000 hits. Well, Molly too. Well, Brett too. How can you have Robin Yount without George Brett? He looks like he's just as ready at third as he is at short. That would have been a great left side of the infield. But just amazing, amazing shots. This is just the greatest set ever. I'll never not think so. It looks the best. I have all the nostalgia for it. It's just amazing. How about Reggie with the Angels? Another shout out to Dylan. What a card this is. Amazing. Great smile. That is Reggie right there. That is just super awesome. Reggie Jackson. 84 Donruss. Just doesn't get any better than this. I love this card as well. The high leg kick. Jim Palmer. Unlike Ryan, he wouldn't bend his knee a lot. He'd keep his leg pretty straight. Just awesome. Jim Palmer, one of the most underrated, greatest pitchers of all time. Super good shot right there. Continuing the run of PSA 9s. And PSA 9s aren't nearly as much as the 10s of these. So you can get some great, great looking cards without breaking the bank on this set. But just what an amazing baseball card set. Man. Put some more stands out there. Okay, next up, continuing with the Hall of Fame barrage. Michael Jack Schmidt. Speaking of great third baseman, he's probably the greatest. What an awesome card. What an awesome card. How about the hit king, Pete Rose? You can see him choking up on the bat there. What a great action shot. Just absolutely love that card. PSA Mint 9, Pete Rose. 84 Donruss. This is one of my favorite cards in the whole set and one of my favorite guys ever. Absolutely love this card. Ryne Sandberg. Check that out. Just perfect back of the swing. You can see the name and the number. The photography is awesome. Background's blurred out. Focus straight on Rhino. Man, when I saw these, after what I was seeing before these, and got to see these 84 Donruss pulling them out of that box, I was just like, man, these cards are fantastic. Speaking of awesome portraits, Tony Gwynn, look at that. Is way better than his 83 Topps butt shot. This is an amazing card. The color just pops. Just an awesome portrait of Tony right there. 1984 Donruss is the greatest. This is one of the greatest portrait shots of all time. For the greatest of all time, Rickey Henderson. Check that out. What a perfect baseball card. That is just awesome. That's Rickey Henderson right there. Greatest base stealer, greatest leadoff man that ever lived. Rickey Henderson, check that out. Just amazing. This set is just awesome. Now we're getting to my main favorites. Here we got Cal, one of the best shots. Check that out. You just didn't see baseball cards like this. That is just perfect. Once again, the white stock, clean, thin stock, not pulpy, it's just nice and smooth. Photography's way cleaner. Just they picked out perfect images. That is an awesome image of Cal. If you like the action shots, that thing is just amazing. My #1 guy of all time, Ripken being a close second, Nolan Ryan. You can even see his tongue sticking out. He is concentrating on how he's going to throw that ball. Just a fantastic card. Nolan freaking Ryan, 1984 Donruss. Gotta have that card. Now we're getting into the big rookies. How about the Blue Jay hero in 93, Joe Carter. And he had a fantastic career. I think he should be a Hall of Famer, but Joe Carter, there's the rated rookie. So these were the first rated rookies. And that's how they looked with that red, white, and blue banner. Perfect color match for the Cubs with Joe Carter. So how fitting is that? Really great posed shot, once again, of Joe Carter. Awesome. Look at these images. Look at these cards, guys. Golly. Just look at that screen. Just looking at it right now is geeking me out. It's amazing, and I've seen these cards forever. He's been around over 40 years. Check this out. Darryl freaking Strawberry. What an awesome, awesome card. Darryl Strawberry rookie card with the Mets. That is amazing. That is beautiful. Just awesome. Awesome, awesome card. And of course, the biggest rookie of all, Donnie Baseball, number 248, the infamous Don Mattingly 84 Donruss rookie card. It does not get any better than that. That is one of the greatest cards of all time. Unbelievable, the story behind this card. This really started the modern hobby. People going after this card, it was immediately worth a lot of money, straight out of a pack. Changed everything. That is the Hitman, Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly, 84 Donruss rookie card. That is just super, super amazing. It doesn't get better than this set, guys. It is just fantastic. Look at those. My two favorite players on the left, the three big rookie cards from this set on the right. And as you know, I've made my own channel card. This is number 1 of 300 that I kept. And of course, I designed it after the Mattingly. So I made myself in the same pose, used the same background. I had this flip made after the 84 Donruss style. We made some changes to it, so I just went ahead and used the flip as the bottom of my card instead of completely copying the 84 Donruss. And then it's a dark blue. So the Ryan was a purple bottom. The Mattingly's a blue, so mine is kind of a blurple at the bottom. So I'm just kind of explaining my flip now to all you guys. So I got kind of a blurple. It's kind of my main guy, Ryan, plus Mattingly. And of course, this is completely done after Mattingly. And of course, I had to sneak Roy Hobbs in there. So I've got the New York Knights hat instead of the Yankees hat, staring off into the distance. I tried to even get the light over here correct. So that's my card designed after that card. And that's why I did. So the flip, I wanted it to be similar, but you know, we didn't want to get in any copyright type stuff. Not make it completely exact. So I'm gonna put Brent's collection. And then I kind of wanted this to look like a swooping, like a curveball coming in here. So instead of having 84 Donruss, just like I wanted a ball. Like this is kind of a pitched ball. So that's why I went with that. And then I wanted it to not be just a cartoony ball. You know, we could have just done a little cartoony ball with white with red, but I wanted it to be like this. So this is like a real ball, dirtied all up. Looks like a real ball in a real game. That's why I went with that, but that's obviously where I got that from, was that card right there. So that's my channel card. That's why it is what it is. 84 Donruss, 100th episode on YouTube, the greatest set of all time. So I've alluded to it before, and I know a lot of my close friends know a lot of this stuff, but I used to have some other collections, and I had one collection that was just fantastic. I had everything I could ever want, basically. And I had built an 84 Donruss set back then, and I kind of started this way, except for with 10s. And a Mattingly 10 back then was maybe $750 or something. Now it's, you know, $4 or $5 grand, whatever it is. But I started just getting the top players and my favorite players and the rookies and all those kind of people in 10s, and it just kind of grew and grew and grew, and different circumstances happened. I ended up trying to go for the set. So in 2008, this is the current PSA website right here. And this is the 2008 Set Registry Award winners. So luckily they keep these up there. Even if you get rid of a set and whatnot, obviously I've had to get rid of a lot of my stuff from the past, including that awesome 84 Donruss set. But these were the Set Registry winners of 2008. And you got these three guys up here with these massive collections. Then it gets to baseball sets. So this guy had a 1910 Standard Caramel E93 set with a 7.75 average. Just ridiculous. So this is the way they broke it down. Best pre-war baseball set, and that's the one that won. The best post-war vintage was 48 to 59. That guy had a 57 top set that was almost a 9 average. Yeah, you heard me right. These guys had some serious value, especially by today. This guy had a 1968, so the vintage was 60 to 71. This guy had a 68 tops. It was a 9.79, almost all 10s on a 68 top set. There's only 110 Ryan. I'm sure he was missing that one. There's still only 110 Ryan. But what an amazing set. Then there was this guy. So 84 Donruss, best modern set in the whole world. And that was modern for them was 1972 to present, not 1980 to present. So the best modern set in the world was my 84 Donruss set. And it says, if you were an active as a collector in the 1980s, how can you forget this set? No regular issue set was hotter than this one, containing one of the most important baseball rookie cards of the post-1980 era in Don Mattingly. The beautiful design captivated hobbyists. This was, of course, before technology changed card manufacturing forever, starting with the '89 Upper Deck baseball issue at the end of the decade. The cards can be fairly tough to find well-centered, making this award-winning set so impressive. With a GPA of 9.9 and climbing since the voting took place, this set is just about as good as it could possibly get. That's what they wrote about my set. So they voted me at PSA Best Modern Day Set from 1972 to present. I continue to get these, so I've virtually had almost every single card that you had a 10 of possible. I had it in a 10, all of them. Now, you know, many years later, obviously this was '08, they've graded many thousands more, and there are 10s of every card now. But I had almost every single card as a 10 that had a 10 graded and won that award. So that was super cool. I was very honored. Little old me had something that was nationally recognized, and it was just amazing. It's a shame I had to sell it and all that, but that goes for a lot of things. But here's the plaque that they sent me. PSA Sports Set Registry. This award is presented to Brent T. Richards for outstanding achievement in set building 1984 Donruss Basic. Best Modern Baseball Set of the year 1972 to present for 2008. So when I sold the set, I did not get rid of this. But that is the plaque that I got, and I'll always keep this because that was a monumental task to complete a PSA 10 set of 84 Donruss, and I'll be super proud of this till the day I die. Now, I don't submit anymore, and I don't do registry stuff, but back when I was really heavy into it and getting this national award, it was the bee's knees for me, man. Just absolutely love it. My favorite set of all time, and I had the best one. And the best modern day set for decades of people having sets, which was just a super honor. So that is it, guys. Episode 100 in the books. My 84 Donruss. These are the 9s that I have at this point. I'll keep collecting stars and stuff over time. I'll never do like a complete set with all the commons and all that kind of stuff again, even in 9s. I just want all the stars. I want all the rookies. I want all the guys that I like. And just enjoy this set. And this will always be my favorite set of all time. That's why I designed my card after it. The Donnie Baseball 84 Donruss rookie card. One of the most significant cards of all time. And to me, the best looking modern day set of all time. And my favorite ever. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys for all the subs to this point. Thank you for all the positive comments. Thank you for everything you do in the community, even just the thumbs up or even just watching the videos. I hope you enjoy it. And until next time, we'll see you guys. Thank you.